Final War, Final War stream. Today I'm going to be working on the Revenant Legion. I'll be working on some of their late game tech, and I will actually be working on the cloning bats. I have a new idea planned for the cloning bats, so I'll be working on all of that today. I just finished getting a Magnetron icon to match with the current scheme of things that are in the project, so I'm just gonna start the game. I'll start the stream off today with a quick game. I will normally remain silent through these. Today's stream will be a little bit short. It's only gonna be about 2 hours long today, so hopefully you all enjoy.
Genetic detected. Building. New construction options. Construction complete. Building. Training. Unit ready. New construction options. Training. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Unit ready. Construction complete. Building. Unit lost. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. Training. Unit ready.
My mind is clear.
Unit ready.
Don't mind if I do.
Construction complete. Oil refinery captured. Acquiring additional resources. Building. Training. Unit ready. Building. Airfield captured. We can recruit paratroopers. Construction complete. Building. New construction options. Training. Building. Construction complete. Unit ready.
The air is crisp with water. Flasher.
Construction complete.
Turn me loose.
New construction options. Training. Unit ready.
Show them to me. Proceed. We will puncture through. Take me to your
Reinforcements
one.
ready.
What's right?
Select target. Building.
Flasher.
Our base is under attack. Repairing. Unit promoted.
Turn up the speaker.
Kill something to break.
Construction complete.
It's a beautiful day. Right away.
Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete.
I want to play.
Flasher. Ready. Take me to first one.
Building. Reinforcements ready. Our base is under attack. Unit lost. Repairing.
Indeed, I decided to go with some more like techno-y, dubstep-y music choice today. This happens to be a little bit more prevalently with the heavy bass and the I guess the wops as they're referred to, but
Unit ready. Unit promoted. Building.
today I will be making some changes to the beloved cloning vat to make it Yuri's primary tier 3 economy building, and there'll be a couple advantages given that it currently does not have. I'm going to be taking advantage of the reverse engineer logic in order to give it the ability to break down enemy infantry and give the faction the ability to create them through their sophisticated bio, I guess you would say, stuff on there. I also plan to create a special base defense structure that can only mind control infantry as the anti-infantry answer for the Revenant Legion. Something akin to like a brain in a jar or something like that. Just to keep small essences of the mind control theme on the faction still, but being able to utilize the faction strength of infantry in combination with the advantages of the cloning vats.
Unit lost. Unit promoted. Training. Unit ready. Building. Select target. Unit ready. Construction complete. Select target. Unit ready. Building. Repairing. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit promoted. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit ready.
I want to play. Turn me loose.
Scanners active.
Unit ready.
Follow. Scanners active. I know.
Cannot deploy here. Unit ready. Building. Reinforcements ready.
I love the smell of gunpowder. Guns ready.
Unit ready. Construction complete. Select target. Unit ready.
Scanners active.
Construction complete. Unit promoted. Cannot deploy here. Unit lost.
I love the smell of gunpowder. Ready. Rolling.
Repairing. Unit lost.
I like big toys. Okay.
Scanners active. Destruction will follow.
Unit promoted. Our base is under attack. Repairing. Unit lost. Training. Unit lost. Our base is under attack. Unit ready. Reinforcements ready. Select target. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit lost. Our base is under attack. Unit lost. 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 Unit lost.
Let them
Unit promoted.
kill.
Training. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
I know.
Unit lost.
The air is crisp with want.
Unit ready.
Yes.
Unit ready.
Let's clear the air.
Genetic mutator ready. Unit ready. Reinforcements ready.
For a spin. Scanning horizon.
Unit
There is
ready.
no refuge.
Unit ready.
Magnetron on standby. We need more company.
Turn me loose.
There is no refuge.
Clobbering, I know.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Let's take the gun
Unit
for a
ready.
spin. Yuri's collection agency. Spinning away.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit promoted. Unit ready.
Do not let them hide. I can kill.
Unit ready.
Clear the air. Yuri's collection agency. Smooth
Training.
ride.
Select target. Unit ready.
Yuri's collection agency.
Unit ready.
Spinning away.
Repairing.
No appointment necessary.
Unit promoted. Unit lost. Unit ready.
I'm on my
Unit lost.
Yuri's collection agency. Smooth accepting donation. Spinning away.
Clobbering,
I'm
I
ready.
know.
I understand. Magnetron on standby. Shifting polarity.
No appointment necessary.
Let's have a
Building infrastructure. Human base found.
Collection agency.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Reinforcement ready. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Building infantry. Unit lost. Human base powered down. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Building infiltrated. Cache stolen. Training. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Select target. Unit lost. Unit ready. Warning. Genetic mutator activated. Select target. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit promoted. Unit promoted. You are victorious.
Alright. Gonna just edit the music a little bit here, cut it down some. Alright, one of the plans I had for the Magnetron is to change its locomotor beam. Now, anyone who's ever played Years of Adventure before is familiar with the the Magnetron's ability to easily be broken by picking up and then dropping any number of vehicles onto any other number of structures or enemy vehicles, or picking up ships out of the water and dropping them on the land, things like that. So I'm just gonna start here first by copying some weapons. Alright, now that I have everything set up for what I'm going to be doing. Now, one of the things I'm going to change is that the Magnetron is no longer going to be a traditional damage vehicle. It is actually going to get a special new function. We're gonna play with this because I don't expect this to necessarily do exactly as I anticipate it to. We are going to pull up Firefox because I need errors documentation for this.
The savage. Make it match the rate of fire. That should essentially make the Magnetron force something to be still. The savage.
Afternoon, Dutchie. Yes, I'm sure it's easier to copy. I'm in the habit now where I like to put everything with the actual vehicle itself, so that way as I work I can as I go through and I maybe need to tweak something here, find something there, you know, it's all together. I will eventually go back and clean up all the unused entries, duplicates, stuff like that. I will go back and clean up.
See if this does what I wanted to do. To start. Things don't always do what you want them to do.
We had each other for warmth.
When I'm playing, when I'm just testing things, I just want to test by myself.
We had each other for warmth.
Your
New
reconstruction
construction options. Building.
Ready. Yes, Mr. Yuri.
Construction complete. Building. Unit ready. Training. New construction options. Unit ready.
As long as I keep inspiring people to do what they love to do, I guess I can't really complain too much.
Additional resources. Construction complete.
I await your word.
New construction options.
Maybe one of these days I won't be working on the mod, I'll actually be playing the mod,
Construction complete.
demonstrating things, and
New
it'll
construction
be a finished
options.
product of some sort.
Building.
So I had a dream about us again last night. This time we were standing by the ocean and watching the sunset. Your hair and your dress gently float in the wind.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
The remap on the laser tank icon actually does need to be fixed. It's just, it was something I threw together really
Construction
fast and I need
complete.
to actually adjust it.
Cannot deploy here. New construction options.
As you can see, most other vehicles don't have remap anywhere on them. The little dots on the Stalker transporter is actually a part of its
Building.
stealth generator.
We
Now
will
the
punch a
$100,000
hole.
question to see if
Yes,
this
Mr.
worked.
Yuri.
I didn't forget something and crash the game in the process.
Unit ready.
Point me in the right direction. Flash us around charge.
Turn up the speed.
Generators ready. Opposite the track. Coil powering
We will
us.
punch a hole. Turn up the speed.
Neat.
Turn up the speed. Take me to front line. Where is Ben? He sat down and watched the sun
Battle
slowly
control
disappear
terminated.
behind the endless horizon. As the glow gradually faded away, we had each other for
Still needs to be tweaked. Doesn't need to really be dealing damage. This will just make the ROF high enough that it'll always be in effect. I wasn't aware that you could use a 0 multiplier. I figured you would have got a
with your head on my shoulder.
I don't know.
my arm around
I was thinking divided by 0 error for some reason. But yes, the intention is to that they not move at all.
Together. The kind that I never experienced before you came along.
A quick test to make sure it's not damaging things anymore. I'm sure that if plenty of these fired on one individual unit that it would surely still do damage, but
Where shall we
New
make
construction
Where do you
options.
think the
I
vision?
Building. Construction complete. New construction options.
Past.
Building.
Together. I thought about how lucky I was to have
Construction complete.
you. You brought me so much joy,
Building.
happiness,
Training. Unit ready.
and trying to break free from the restraints. The muffled sound of your sweet voice through the duct tape was probably an I love you. I love you too. Always. And forever.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
I always find it interesting that there are people who are willing to come in here and listen to me or watch me work on the things as I work on them. Most of it's not terribly interesting while it's going on, but
Construction
it's a nice
complete.
gesture nonetheless.
Cannot
I
deploy
appreciate
here.
it.
Building.
Yuri's tank
New
division.
construction
Take me
options.
to front
My
lines.
mind is clear. Your message is heard.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Unit ready.
Pointing in the right direction. Yuri's tank division. Yes, Master Yuri. They will not escape. Prepare for your lashes. Magnetron on standby. Yuri's tank division. No compass.
Cool.
Battle control terminated.
We want to build him fire while he moves, that way he can pin things down and get away. Should just let it not make his noise as much as possible. Just less audio things. Now for his building weapon, we are actually going to tweak the building weapon to do a little bit less damage, since your side technically has 2 different artillery units. And we're just gonna kind of tweak the actually gonna tweak the Magnetron's building weapon just to do a little bit less damage. That's all. Still like the 10 range, just don't like most of everything else here. Spread. Yeah, that should do the job of what I'm looking for. Give it a little bit more damage. Alright. Vehicle completely enabled to hit infantry. Its cost is increased, but it got an armor increase. Its matches in speed. It is not correctly built from the right place. I might actually leave it there. Look at things here. Alright, so cool. So we've got the Magnetron about up to speed. It's roughly about where we want it. So then the next thing we're going to work on is the Mastermind, which is something I plan to replace. But first, I actually plan to tweak this a significant bit. You have a fair amount of armor. You can't crush things. Um, okay. What do I want to call the new disc? I think this is fine for right now. We'll start with the direct damage health. We have its damage and its strength. Like, let's see if this will warrant it being bumped down in tier. I simply just want a lesser version of this. I actually happen to have a turret for it. I'm sure people think my balancing scheme is insane.
Your
New
reconstruction
construction options. Building. Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. Building.
I stand
New
above
construction
all.
options.
I go.
Take me to front lines.
I await your word. This way. Doubt provokes suffering. Your message
Construction
is heard.
complete. New construction options. Building.
One of these days I'll have a
Construction
finished
complete.
project.
New
Actually, quite
construction
close.
options.
Pretty excited.
Building.
I await your word. What?
Training.
I go.
Unit ready.
Anything interesting? Don't mind if I do.
Oil refinery captured. Acquiring additional resources.
I'm not used to my little
Construction
tabs
complete.
blinking. I've been using the
Building.
general sidebars for so
New
long and the tabs
construction
don't
options.
blink.
I stand above all.
Don't really know why that they don't
This
blink,
way,
but they
my
don't.
mind is clear.
Construction
Your
complete.
message is heard.
Cannot deploy here. New construction options. Building. Unit ready.
Flight. Siphon ready. They are
Our
under
base is
distraction.
under attack.
Smooth
Repairing.
ride. Spinning away.
Construction
Spinning
complete.
away. They are in our way. Spinning away.
New construction
Yuri's
options.
collection agency. They have
Our
found
base
their
is under attack.
smooth ride.
Repairing. Building.
Yuri's collection agency. Spinning.
Battle control terminated.
How do I want to go about this? Let's find this. We'll copy this. It's really good at killing infantry. Let's actually do something different with that. Wait, doing this all wrong. No, I'm not. Alright, that adds the green. Would resizing with the wrong palette selected have any effect on the actual color of anything? I didn't imagine that it would actually have an effect. I figured that was just for display purposes. Oops. I'll remove his anti-air abilities. But he is in the air, so he can shoot over walls. I didn't actually think that when it would resize, it would allocate wrong palette. I know that if you use the MS Paint and not Blocky, that it will actually alter the color index on a file. I had some issues with that before, so I've learned to not use that method at all. Let's see if this gives me what I want. I guess I know what else I need to do. Okay, that should complete disk changes. Actually, where the all my soylents are wrong. I need that. You're here. Cut your armor again to 300. You are light air armor. No self-healing though. Then you're only doing 45 damage to basic infantry, which is not most of them. Against the heaviest buildings you're dealing. Requiring against medium armor. Like 11 or 12 damage to medium tier build. Yeah, that seems fine. I think I'm okay with that. I just need a neat name for it. Any suggestions in the chat for the replacement name of the Yuri floating disc for the Revenant Legion? If anyone would like to contribute a name. Okay, I think well, yeah, Invader is overused. Plus, I try not to take any names from any other projects where I could possibly help it. Certain things can't be helped. A cool name. This is the worst part of working on my project, is I run out of cool names really quick. Laser and Leech is it still has the same function. Its damage has been nerfed a little bit, and its ability to like leech defenses and leech money from refineries has been cut. It's just mainly there to shut down base and kind of provide like a light fire. It's to supplement your supplement your infantry assault. I use spinner disc. I just call it the spinner. Unless Dutchy has a better idea. Okay. Mutation rate is an interesting idea. I like that. But what are we mutating to? Are we mutating? I don't think it. I don't think we mutate into like a brute. If we can mutate into something mostly harmless, I think it would be kind of funny. Something like a zombie, yeah. Something kind of like, I use the Viceroy graphic for the virus weapon. It creates a mutate on die effect. So something along those lines could be kind of useful, perhaps.
Construction complete. Training. New construction options. Building.
Into cows.
Construction complete. Building. New construction options.
That would just be silly.
Construction complete. Building. New construction options. Building. Construction complete.
My mind is clear. As you wish.
Unit ready.
Accepting donation.
Our base is under attack.
Value.
Repairing.
Spinning away. They are but a distraction.
Repairing.
Smooth ride. They have nothing of value. Accepting donation. They are but a
Unit
distraction.
lost. Unit lost.
They are in our way.
Unit
Toxic
lost.
death cloud.
Online. They are in our way.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
They are but a distraction. Set to
Unit
destroy.
lost.
They have nothing of value.
Unit lost.
Siphons ready.
All miners
Laser
under
beam
attack.
ready. Yuri's collection agency. Levitation units online.
Battle control terminated.
What you doing there, buddy? Did you find something? Yeah, I like the death screams as people die. Even if they don't match up with the person who's screaming, I don't really know that I've ever been in a situation where it's more of an ambience than it is anything else. It's not like I'm trying to do something fancy here. I actually have a poison cloud that I can use for this. Although it makes more sense to use viral D instead of green dye now, because that'll cause the rupture. But it is a lot of use of. We'll stick with this for now. Alright, so Invader synonyms. Mevitars linked me to Invader synonyms. I will look at these. Oh, yeah, I'm over here. I like Raider actually. Raider would be pretty good. Cause that's what he wants to be doing here. He wants to be kind of jumping in and firing off some shots and getting out of there. He doesn't want to be involved in heavy combat. Avatar once again for the saving the day. I'll try that. Just Raiders what I'm gonna go with. I know my chat's 20 seconds. I'm 20 seconds behind what y'all are saying. I say Raiden for a cool electric vehicle. I will be right back. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick.
The funky technician is back. Sit back and relax. Now's the time to relax your mind. The funky technician is back.
I'm a big fan of Mortal Kombat, as a matter of fact, so there being a stolen tech Tesla disc called Raiden would actually be, you know, something that I could see myself doing. Alright, I guess I gotta make an icon for this now. I don't want to do that. We can open this with this. Make a quick cheap icon.
And slip into a new world.
That was useful. Draw it as white.
Technician.
It is RAIDN. Oh yes. Everyone has access to post links. I figured the amount of people that could be watching, there's most likely not going to be anybody abusing the abusing links in the chat. I don't foresee that ever being an issue. This is a relatively small stream.
Sit back and relax. And let your conscience move free. And slip into a new world. As we show you what's happening.
It's a little big.
Now's the time to relax your mind. The funky technique
Focus
is back.
adjustments. That should be fine. The flying things don't get fancy icons. Well, they don't get snow icons either. Happy good lucky sky backgrounds.
The funky technician is back.
Wonky. Oh, I should close this. I'm done with this now. My computer's gonna blow up. So now it's just a matter of why is it not. So let's set the pass through. Wonky. What's causing it to do that? Oh. I've been trying to figure out why it's not doing something it's perfectly okay with doing. What the hell's wrong with me? Now if I can just get my head together to do this right. Now I'll save this on the desktop as Raider. I think I'm really only technically one unit away from having a skeleton built for all three sides that I could release a semi-playable beta for. I mean, there's a lot of balance issues and a lot of extra features that need to be added in, but you know, there lies the possibility. So I'll put these in here. Not a fan of this map, however. Good old babies. I'm all alone.
We build
New
for
construction options. Building. Construction complete. New construction
I
options.
stand above all.
Building.
Take me to front
Training.
lines.
Unit ready.
Nothing I can't fix. I can stay in there.
Oil
Something going
refinery
on?
captured.
Okay,
Requiring
interesting.
additional
Sure thing.
resources. Unit
Best of
ready.
the best. Something going
Oil
on?
refinery
I can
captured.
stay in
You're
there.
a
Requiring
division.
additional
The hunt
resources.
is on. The
Construction
hunt is
complete.
on.
New construction options. Building.
I stand above all.
Construction
Yes.
complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. Building. Unit
Disc
ready.
flight. Accepting donation. Levitation units online. Siphons ready. They are but a distraction.
Unit lost.
Accepting
Unit
donation.
lost.
Laser
Construction
ready.
complete.
Smooth
Unit lost.
I stand above all.
Yuri's collection
As you
agency.
wish.
Yuri's Tech Division.
Building.
Doubt.
New
provokes
construction
suffering.
Flash
options.
ready.
Your
Take me
message
to
is
front
heard.
Construction
My
complete.
mind is clear.
So yeah, there's just the mastermind
lost.
and then the icon for the MCV, and then I gotta do my
Battle control.
cloning
done.
bad stuff. I gotta tweak that weapon though. I'm gonna actually change something because of the magnetron's new function, so that way the scatter shots not got a redundant game weapon mode. So the scatter shot will just be an infantry only anti infantry weapon. And we'll just tweak that range up a little bit. Alright. So then there's yep, there's one more vehicle, and that actually rounds out the sides pretty well. It's just a matter of what this cool tier 3 vehicle could really be. There's a lot of neat ideas that I could use for it. Okay. Alright, I'm right here. Making shadows. Make my icons. I'm also procrastinating because I have absolutely no idea what kind of cool things I could do for tier 3. So the targeting channel. Um. Yes, the current storyline in Command and Conquer Final War is that the events that occur are taking place roughly 20-25 years after the events of the original Red Alert 2 Yuri's Revenge. So there is a there's pretty much what's left of Yuri's army fighting against the it's kind of like a hidden army known as the Remnant Legion because it is the leftovers of Yuri's old empire after he has been captured, and the old allies have become the European coalition, which are the the stereotypical allies of Europe. It's like Britain and Germany and France and all those kind of nations, and they kind of play out that high-tech world police vibe. And then you have the Eastern Empire, which is the collective landmass from Russia all the way down to China and India, kind of just controlling the entire Asian part of Eurasia, and as well as parts of Africa and the Middle East. And then you have Remnant Legions kind of located just on different scattered areas, the islands and the oceans and parts of Antarctica that hadn't been explored by Allied search forces at the end of the war, and Africa and South America, stuff like that. Which the European coalition's also not exclusively limited to just Europe as well. You know, they have their allies like Canada, United States, and the Koreas and Japan and stuff like that. You know, your typical Red Alert 2 nonsense. So that's about where the story is set up as far as the actual project goes. Sorry, I kind of was distracted there. If that answers your question on the story. Sorry if I'm not like super chatty right now, guys. I'm just, my dog is acting up. He doesn't know how to sit down. Just be chill. And I'm a chill cucumber, as they say. There's really not a whole lot left on the forums. What stroke pattern needs to be like it? Actually makes better sense for it to be like a darker here. Yeah, that draws the outline a little bit better. I will eventually get to the point where the Project Perfect 503 forums are all updated with all the information and screenshots and descriptions for all the units. I haven't really gotten to work on a whole lot of that because a lot of that's still kind of like in the works. Alright. Now that correctly we'll build 1, 2, that will be 3 when it comes around to it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then that becomes 10, and that fills out the sidebar is the way I want it to be. Of course, what I ultimately do give Yuri for his 3rd tier is something I have yet to decide on. I'm actually going to work on the cloning labs right now, however. The grinder is no more. So the grinder is going to be the cloning vat is going to be capable of reverse engineering its victims. And then spying it will let you undo all the things that you may have captured. But then, for cheese reasons, these kind of people, heroes, cannot be reversed. Named characters, I guess I would say more accurately. Just to kind of, you know, stop someone from assembling super team craziness. Crazy Ivans are not very common, but I like what I did with the Crazy Ivan. You can't reverse him. Well, if I use grinding equals yes, and if I use grinding equals yes, and I don't give it infantry absorb and unit absorb, I mean, it'll still take the infantry, so that tag may be redundant. But if I give it unit absorb, it will be able to reverse engineer vehicles, and that's not the intention here. And then there were cloning enhancements as well. Cloning options. I want to disable cloning for heroes as well. Just in case you do get access, you can't clones people. Just in case there's a weird situation where a Soviet player gets access to a cloning labs. Just needs an anim list. What anim list am I gonna give it? I give it like a standard cannon. There's an animation overhaul planned, so everyone don't fuss at me. That should be okay for right now. Okay, that fixes all that.
Your
New
reconstruction
construction
company.
options. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Your detective
Construction complete. Building. Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
A repair job? All right. I can stay in there. Something going on?
Oil refinery
Oh, yeah.
captured. Acquiring additional resources.
Best of the best.
Construction
Sure thing.
complete. Oil refinery captured. Acquiring additional resources. Building.
Something going on?
New construction options. Oil refinery captured. Acquiring additional resources.
I stand above all. Your message is heard.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Training. Unit ready. Construction complete. Building. New construction options. Training.
How's your day, sir? Sounds good to me.
Alright, let's see if this does exactly what I want it to.
Yuri's tank division. Yes, Mr. Yuri. It's a beautiful
Construction
day.
complete.
Well, all right.
All power. Building. Select target. Construction complete.
My mind is clear.
Lasher tank, ready. Take me to front lines.
Training. Unit ready.
I await. I stand above all.
Alright, neat.
Battle control terminated.
Now we're gonna play a game to see if the actual reverse engineering logic's gonna do how I want it to do. For this, we just need a little map.
Warning. Weather control device detected.
Architect. Yuri
Building.
tank division.
The air
New
is crisp with
construction
want.
options. Construction complete. Building. Unit ready. New construction options.
I await your word.
Yuri tank division. Yes, Mr. Yuri. The hunt is on.
The air is crisp with want. Your
Construction
message
complete.
is heard.
Unit lost. New construction options.
Doubt
Construction
provokes suffering.
complete.
The air is crisp with want.
Building.
I go.
Training. Unit ready.
Give me something to break. Give
Training.
me your lunchbox.
Unit ready. Construction complete.
Goody.
Best of the best. Nice.
New construction options. Building. Airfield captured. We can recruit paratroopers. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. Building. Repairing. Unit ready. Insufficient funds. Unit lost. Unit lost. Building. Repairing. Unit ready. Unit lost. Reinforcements ready. Select target.
Yuri's collection agency. Siphon ready. Spinning away.
Repairing. Our base is under attack.
Spinning away.
Construction complete.
Doubt.
Construction
Suffering.
complete.
Your message is
New
heard.
construction options. Unit lost. Unit lost. Our base is under attack.
Whoops.
Repairing. Unit ready. Our base is under attack. Our base is under attack. Repairing. Reinforcements ready. Select target. Select target. Our base is under
My
attack.
mind is clear. Your message is heard.
Repairing. Structure garrison. Structure abandoned. Building. Our base is under attack. Repairing. Construction complete. Building. Force shield ready. Our base is under attack. Repairing.
I go.
Our base is under attack. Structure abandoned.
Yuri tank division.
Structure garrison. Unit lost.
My mind is clear.
Our base is under attack. Repairing. Unit lost.
The hunt is on.
Reinforcements ready. Select target. New rally point established.
My mind.
Our base is under attack.
I go.
Training.
First things first.
Building. Structure garrison. Repairing. Repairing. Unit ready.
Well, you
Our
go in here,
base
you're
is
gonna know.
under attack. Repairing. Unit ready. All miners under attack.
Refactoring objectives.
I await your word.
The
There's
mind
somebody
is
in there.
looking to waste. Let's make some friends. Always looking for new ideas. Let's make some friends. Always looking for new
All
ideas.
miners under attack. Our base
Collective
is
thinking.
under attack.
Where are the
Reinforcements
simpletons?
ready. Select target.
I am the mastermind. Always looking for new ideas.
Eh,
Let's make some
I'm
friends.
doing my thing.
Collective
Unit
The air
ready.
is crisp with want.
enter the think
I await your word. Suffering this way.
All
Become
miners under attack. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Where are they?
Unit lost.
We're on the
Tactical unit. That's affirmative.
Alpha waves ready.
Talk to me. Scanning
Let's have a
perimeter.
meeting of the mind.
My mind.
Mastermind
Keeping
on
the
the move.
10-4, sir.
All miners under attack.
Mastermind on the move.
USA Armor.
Unit lost. Repairing.
Talk to me. 10-4, sir.
Unit lost. New technology acquired. New construction options. Training. Repairing. All miners under attack. Repairing.
Tactical unit. What's the
Reinforcements
situation?
ready.
Scanning perimeter. 10-4, sir. I got him.
Unit lost. Structure garrison. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Neat. Seems to be working as intended.
Warning. Chronosphere detected.
My mind is clear.
Select target. All miner under
Accepting
attack.
donation.
Unit lost.
Withdrawal. Spinning away. They are but a distraction. Levitation units
Unit
online.
lost.
Siphon.
Unit
They
lost.
have nothing of value.
Repairing.
Levitation units online.
Repairing. Repairing. Unit promoted.
How about a show of
Repairing.
I am the master.
All miner under
We're
attack.
on
On your
diplomatic mission.
force? Anywhere you say, sir. On your command. Anywhere you say, sir.
Siphon. Smooth ride. Their technical loop.
Responding. Taking new ground.
Unit lost.
Lighten them up.
Reinforcements ready. Unit lost. All miner under attack.
I guess in theory you could reverse engineer your own stuff. I mean, I could always go back and
Building.
set it so that way you can't reverse engineer
Base is under
things that
attack.
belong to your side.
Repairing.
Crusader
Armor
tank
detail
responding.
reporting.
Construction complete.
Armor detail reporting. In my field of fire. Clearing terrain. Taking new ground.
Battle control terminated.
We'll fix that really quickly. Were there any other things that I saw when I was doing my little playthrough other than that has to be changed? In regards to reverse engineering, you're only gonna be able to access it via infantry, and there will actually be a small base defense added for approximately 500 points that will just mind control infantry, and only mind control maybe 2 at a time. So that should hopefully stop it from being something that could be used to potentially break the game. I can't really do a whole lot. The notion of, I guess, how the reverse engineering works is it just strips the prerequisites and gives it to your factory, or maybe it changes the prerequisites to that particular thing. There's not really a whole lot I can do that would alternate that behavior. So it's either I use this neat idea, which I'm a fan of, or I just don't use it. So there's not really a whole lot that I could do to fix that balance factor where you could cheese.
It's running in our blood.
what you would use for a passable structure. Funky. Alright, well, that's about all I feel like I'm going to be up to. I will post a forum. I will post in the screenshots thread in the public forum whenever I have the final tier 3 vehicle available for the Remnant Legion. I'll come up with something pretty neat for that. Kind of run out of steam. I haven't had a whole lot of ideas as of late. Motivation. It's not necessarily even a motivation thing. It's more just don't know what else. Once I finally get over this hurdle and I get this last tier 3 structure knocked out, you'll start seeing more things like some of my gameplay mechanics that I want to implement, the urban combat changes, the tech building changes, some graphical overhauls like debris systems, and reworking some of the weapon animations and just redoing the animations in general. Then there will be things where I kind of go over functionality of tech structures and add new ones. Then eventually maps. That will hopefully wrap things up well enough to make a public release, but until I get to that point, I will release a skeleton beta and I will do updates as they are available. But I am going to go. Thank you all for tuning into the stream, and I'll see you guys next time.